YouTube fam, my junk fam. What up, though? It's Mr. AMG coming off this amazing, wonderful, grateful holiday weekend. Got time, got to spend time with the family, much needed. The love was real, the vibes was real, man. So that was a good thing, man. With conflicting schedules and the day-to-days of everybody trying to be successful and live a productive life, sometimes we don't get a chance to spend that quality time as often as we should. So I value that. I appreciate that, man. Just wanted to share that with y'all, and I hope y'all had a great weekend as well. Got to spend some quality time with the loved ones. You ate good, all of that stuff. All right. Now, this video is about what they not telling you about dumpster rental. All right, I'm here to tell you what they ain't telling you. All right, I'm gonna let y'all know a little bit of something. And this video more so, man, is pretty much for the newbies, the people who thinking about getting started in the dumpster rental thing. This isn't really for anybody who's been doing this for a while. I'm still a newbie myself, man. You know what I mean? But I'm grooming myself on up, man, and hopefully, I'm grooming some of y'all up along with me. All right, you feel me? So we all can be successful together. Branding is everything when it comes to dumpster rental. All right, I mean that's just in business, period. Brand awareness. But let me tell you something they didn't tell me, but this is something I want to share with you. And this is something I had just already known from just my own self, being observant to things. Brand awareness. I noticed that it's a lot of guys out here doing dumpster rental that seem to have the same logos as other people who doing dumpster rental. And I'm gonna tell you what they ain't telling you, man, about that. That's not a good idea. All right, and I'm just gonna give you a couple of reasons as to why, if this pertains to you, if your logo is not of great quality, wasn't creative, isn't original, this applies to you. You might want to listen to me on this, because this could be hurting your business right here. All right, before I get into that, hit the like button, share button, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me, man. That great stuff for me, man, so I can continue to put this content out here. That motivate me, man, to keep going. You feel me? All right, so this is where this could be hurting you at, by using poor quality logos and not just really putting a lot into your branding, your logo, your image of your business, your dumpster rental business. Say somebody sees your logo, but your logo is strikingly similar to another service. And let's just say that service doesn't have a good reputation. Do you think that customer is likely to give you a call, even though you're not the company, you're not even them? That could be hurting your business right there, and that's not what I don't see anybody really talking about. That, because see, I see guys with the logos, and I get it, man. Everybody's on a fixed income or a budget, man. But you should be. You got into the junk removal business, the dumpster rental business, man, because you wanted a business, so you have to treat it as such. Okay, so that means you can't be cheap with yourself. All right. So if you have an image, and the type of images I'm talking about is this right here, clip art, such as from Google. You know what I mean? That it's okay if you just getting started, I guess, but to be honest, it's not okay. You know what? I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it. It ain't okay. You got to come out the gate creative. All right, you got to come out like I got to talk to you guys like I supposed to. We gentlemen, and for the ladies, the women that's on here too, that's doing junk removal. You feel me? Y'all too. You know what I mean? You clip art. You can't have clip art, man. You clip art of something pertaining to something, and then you got about 5 more guys that got it. Now they might be in different cities, but you never know how big that image or brand awareness that person was taking it to. So let's just say that person has an image strikingly similar to yours. It got the same type of style, same type of font, same type of Same picture. You know, you get these clip arts on Google and they're free for anybody to use. They're vectors. All right. So you just imagine. Now, say somebody took that image strikingly similar to yours before you even got started, got a pretty big following or whatnot on the platform, but they didn't provide good service. And let's just say this person was in your area too, and you had no idea. Now you got people in your area who see that same logo and they don't know if you just rebranded it or not. So the chances of them giving you a call is probably slim. So that's why you want to be creative. You want to have something creative, all right? That's what people not telling you. A lot of people out here just, oh man, you just got started in the dumpster rental business, man. Hey, yeah, you know, congratulations, you know. But they're not telling you, bro, like, you know, I don't mean to be rude, but I seen something similar, you know. And I think that in this industry that we're in, there's so many of us out here that your goal should definitely be to stand apart from the competition. You don't never want to walk hand in hand with the competition. Not at all. You know? So you wanna definitely sit down and think about that. Another thing that no one is talking about in the dumpster rental business, as far as for the type of, I'm just gonna say dumpster rental service, period. It doesn't even matter what type of trailer you have, because this covers everything. Nobody talks about marketing really like that. Everybody talks about, you know, how great it is and how much money you can make, but no one ever talks about how much money you're going to spend and you're going to have to invest into marketing yourself in your dumpster rental business, man. Let me tell you something. That right there costs money. All right, you have to actually set yourself a budget aside that you're willing to invest in yourself just to get your name and your brand out here. Let people know what services you provide. You know, it's bigger than passing out business cards. It's bigger than going to property management people and letting people know that you do these things right here, because you got to do that on top of other things. You got to marketing is like, really, I'm understanding marketing. I'm coming to realize that marketing is everything, man. It makes or breaks whether or not the service you provide is really what the market want. You know what I mean? And it make or break whether or not this is what you really want, because as I said, $100 budget on marketing is nothing. It is actually nothing. So I started out with $100 budget, and I was just testing the water because nobody, you know, I don't know about marketing and things of that nature, but I love learning things, and that's all I'm doing, and I'm continuously doing it right now, which is educating myself on how to market myself, man. So don't be afraid to learn how to market yourself in better ways, man. It's scary. It's intimidating. Yes, it is. There are a lot of people out there too that are they can smell fresh blood too. You know what I mean? But we out there in that water, so they can smell it. And if you're not seeing the type of results that you want to see, you know, you get them jobs, but your phone not consistent, and you want to be consistent now. You know, it's people out there who are offering services to help you with your marketing, but they can smell fresh blood, man. And you gotta really, you know, you gotta really do your homework on whether or not that person is liable to actually put a game plan together to help you. So you gotta learn how to do some of these things yourself. I definitely suggest, when you have time, not even when you have time, I suggest you make time to just learn a little bit about advertising. Like, advertising is everything, man. They got gurus for advertising, man. And I think I believe, like, if you get a lot of money, man. They make a lot of money, man, because they bring businesses lots of money. You know what I mean? But you can do some of these things on your own if you don't have the type of money to bring in them things. Like, as for me, I don't have that type of capital right now. So I'm pretty much self-teaching myself everything that I can when it comes to advertising and things like that. And I'm gonna bring these things that I'm learning to the table for you guys too, because it's so many different angles out there, and it's just so much information that what works for one person might not work for the other person. You know what I mean? You got to be creative. Everybody is not creative and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you one of the areas I struggle with when it comes to writing a good ad. Man, I'm not the best in that area, man. I'm not. I have I kind of know what I want to say, but I'm not. So this is where I'm now utilizing resources to actually help me in this area. You can find you a friend who's probably good with writing and things of that nature. Say, hey, I know you're pretty good with your words. Could you put me an ad together? And just let them know what it is you're trying to say, but they'll write it and critique it, a way that is, more fit for what you're trying to do for your audience. You know what I mean? So these things, I didn't see anybody talking about. Another thing too, gas. You burn a lot of gas, man, with doing dumpster rental. Depending on what you hauling and stuff like that. I just know I burned a lot of gas. Pickup trucks aren't that great with gas anyway. So it in diesel, they say diesel is actually better, but it costs more. So either way it go, you still spending money. So you got to be really ready to spend money with gas. Junk removal, on the other hand, I kind of see that as like, it's pretty cool sometimes though, because I look at them guys when they doing it, and you can get them jobs where you pull up and it's like a big job, and you made a few trips, or you might have made one trip and you done, but you made a large amount of profit. With dumpster rental, the profit margins aren't as great as junk removal. That's another thing too. You know what I mean? So these are all things that you have to consider when you're getting into dumpster rental. You know what I mean? Which is why I added junk removal, because I started junk removal first. That was my set intent. And then, I came across some things on dumpster rental, and they went hand in hand, and it was like, yo, I'm gonna incorporate this too. And dumpster rental just happened to be one of them things that I really actually fell in love with, more so for the simple fact that it is like a one-man crew thing. Like, I know how many trailers I think I can run in one day and what I can do. So at some point, I know I'm going to have to, get a driver and do things of that nature. These are things nobody told me. Like, it's very, very difficult to run. I run 2. I see myself running 3, depending on how far the jobs are. Maybe 4, but 5 I think is pushing it for one person. Again, it all depends on where the bowling pins line up and how they get knocked down, because one could be closer than the other ones, and the travel time and all of that. But what if it's not? And then you never know how long you're going to be in line with the at the transfer station. So, man, it's a lot that go into play with that, or whether or not a customer is actually ready with your dumpster or whatnot, man. So, some of the things I didn't come across when I was watching some videos that I had no idea about. Some things that you got to learn these things on the fly. YouTube won't teach you everything. I'll tell you that now, man. Tell you that now. I started so many home projects in the past that I literally was like scratching my head at YouTube, because the edit game was so smooth, man, that I'm like, they left out something, man. And you're right, they did. And that's what happens on YouTube. A lot of things get left out, man. And I just want to be one of them people, man, to make sure you get filled in on some things, man, because getting left out, man, that is for the birds, man. We all here trying to learn something, and I get it, everybody trying to capitalize off something, but yo, you need to know some of these things. Now, I ain't gonna tell you everything, but I'm gonna give you some info on some things that I feel like, you need to be on the lookout for, and hence the rest of them, you'll develop an awareness for them things if you really about that and you really out here getting to it. You know what I mean? So on the recap side, the things nobody told me about dumpster rental when I started watching this, when I started getting interested in it, was, basically the marketing. It requires a lot of energy, a lot of focus, a lot of attention. You gotta be, and it requires some deep pockets. It's gonna require some deep pockets. All right, that's more important than anything else. All right, deep pockets. Utilizing the time. As I continue to grow a fleet, if you want to grow a fleet, like some of these guys got out here, you got to understand that it's going to require at some point more to yourself or all of yourself, because you might not be able to run a fleet one of them particular days. You're going to have somebody that know how to back up a trailer and things of that nature. So there's some things to think about. There's a lot of things to think about when getting into this right here. The profit margins aren't as high as they are in junk removal. You can land the right job in junk removal and, you could, a house clean out, depending on a house clean out job you might be able to get that done in 2 days, and on a dumpster rental it might take 2 weeks worth of consistent customers to get that or whatnot. You got to be willing to deal with whether or not that's the type of money you're looking for. Like if you're looking for the home runs, then in my opinion I think you're looking for junk removal. You know what I mean? If you don't mind consistent, if you don't mind a steady pace of income coming in, because all money, hey, if it's legal money and it's coming in the right way, it's good money. You know what I mean? It's slow dough beat no dough. So if you down with that and that's cool, and you don't have a lot of help to help you with junk removal, then the dumpster rental is for you. You know what I mean? When I started, I had no idea which avenue. I just knew that it was money out there to be made in this industry. And I just jumped out there, and it was, you got to just do that. I jumped out there with junk removal, and I've done probably, 15% junk removal jobs. I'm like 85% dumpster rental, so you never know till you get out there and see what's going on. That's another thing a lot of people don't tell you. You got to get out there and see. The dumpster rental thing might not be your thing either, because some people don't like to rent their dumpsters out. I've talked to some guys out here, man, where I'm from, that don't like to rent they dumpsters out, man, and they prefer to get them back the same day. So everybody's situation is different. You know what I mean? Maybe some of them, they told me they rent their stuff out when they ain't getting the junk removal jobs, but then it bite them in the ass, because now they got junk removal jobs coming in and somebody got their trailer tied up. So would you rather for somebody to be giving you this amount of money for this, and now you got somebody over here telling you, hey, I got like 3 times as much if you got your trailer and you can't get it? So a lot of people don't want to do dumpster rental. That's just my take on things right there, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. You feel me? Hey, yo, big shout out to the broski, man, that dropped a comment earlier, man, about the profanity on the videos, man, if I plan on monetizing my channel. You feel me? As y'all can tell, if you couldn't tell though, only one profanity, one cuss word came out. You feel me? Because money on the table. See, when money on the table, you feel me? we gotta get ourselves together, man. You feel me? It's too much on the table to be tricked out your spot. You feel me? So yeah, that's how bad I want this right here. You know what I'm saying? Not just this YouTube thing. I do this YouTube thing for free, man. But if I can make something off of it, why not do it the right way? But I can do this for free. But that's just marketing, branding, making sure. That's another part of my brand that will help my brand. If you feel me, I don't want to be too using too much profanity. You feel me? But at the same time, I'm still gonna be me, because at the end of the day, it's only so many things I'm gonna do for money, and so many things I'm not gonna do for money, regardless. So I'm gonna be me at the end of the day. But toning it a bit down to capitalize on some coins, yeah, we can do that. I'm gonna check y'all out in the next video, man. All right, peace. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this video right here, man. Let me know what y'all think. What were you not told getting into this business? Let me know if I just dropped anything that you weren't aware of, or whatever the case may be, or let me know what you have experienced that I didn't touch on. And I'll probably get to that on the next video, man. Let me know how y'all dumpster rental journey going. All right, peace.